Morning.
Good morning.
You look so cute in your baby doll dress today.
Well, it's summertime. I love my dresses.
I love your dresses. So we have lots to talk about today. How was your week this week?
It's busy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you have going on?
Well, when you have buyers, you're very busy.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
So, taking out a few closings. Got one today. And
Which?
we have down in Lorton.
Okay.
So
The Merritt Valley one?
with the people that have never seen the house.
All right, so tell our audience. Oh, wait, first of all, who are you?
Oh, sorry. Hi, I'm Sharon.
And I'm Tracey, and we're part of the Focus on Nova team, and this is Friday Lives, and we're going to talk a little bit about our week and what there is to do. So you got a closing today, and this is a cool one. So one of my referral partners gave us a couple people that were looking in Woodbridge. They loved us and referred us these guys who
Yes.
are coming in from Germany, right?
They
No.
live up in upstate New York.
Oh, they live in upstate New York. Okay, so then what? Lynn ran around, found the perfect house, knocked it out of the park.
She's the
with
only one that's
offer.
seen the house, by the way.
Yeah. Sight unseen, they make the offer, get the house, and today is closing, and the first time they're ever going to lay eyes on the
Yep,
property.
2:00 this afternoon.
Unbelievable.
We will be there. Me too. First time because I was in New York taking care of my grandbaby.
So for our viewers, what did Lynn do to get them to feel comfortable to put an offer on a place? Because it's not inexpensive. It's a nice priced property.
It is. And well, she went there and inch by inch with her little cell phone, let them see the things, talked about things that could be or should be updated, things that look really great. There was some parts of the house that they really were focused in on and what they wanted, and it hit the mark of everything. And we seen several houses for them, and this was just the first one, and they wrote the offer and we got it.
Unbelievable.
So yeah,
It's so
Lynn's
great.
a rock star.
She is. But the thing is, it can't be done without everybody pitching in. So she just really nailed it on that one. The whole team has the ability to do that. I mean, you're going out with people today for Centerville, Ashburn, all of that. We had some closings as well this week. The one over in King Richard ended up selling that one closed on Monday and sold 119% over asking. Wow. So we asked $700,000. We ended up getting $835,000 for it. Everybody's happy, clearly. Sellers, buyers are psyched they got the property. I closed another one yesterday in Burke, which we're going to get to, so I won't spoil that slide. But it's kind of fun seeing people go through it. And I got a buyer ratified on Saturday night where he saw it. And we had the discussion. I mean, what do you do? It's one of this market where you kind of need to do it. He had some cash laying around as well. Well, not laying around, it was invested and growing in the stock market. But he went in and he fell in love because the left side of the house had green space to it, and it's a condo. And it's one of those that's the stacked condos. So they typically are like concrete jungles where it's just parking lots and drives and everything. But this house, the corner, it was an end unit. It's sided to green space in the front when you walked out. Was basically a front yard with this giant pond in the middle of it with a fountain.
Wow.
And he was like, this is the setting I want. He's like, I'm not going to find the setting. And I was like, it's going to be rare if we do, and I can't tell you that you're going to get it. So, I mean, he rolled up his sleeves and went to bat, and by George, by 11:15 that night, we got it. But boy, did he have to, really make it happen. So I left my coffee over here. All right, so what's happening today? What's happening this week? You come up with some good stuff.
We have, just some things around town that are going on, and we're excited about it. And, one is Viva Vienna.
Yes.
And it's back. Yay!
Yay!
One here last year. They're still going to have crafters. It's going to be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, last weekend of May, which is what it usually is.
Mm-hmm.
And they have rides. You have to buy the ticket online, and then you have a set period of time, is the way that I read it, that you have to have that ride then. Then everybody gets off, they clean it up, then the next group of people come in and have the ride.
Wow, that sounds like quite the undertaking.
Yes, it does, but I think that you have a bracelet, and the bracelet's going to get you onto that ride. I'm not really sure where to pick up the bracelets or what's going on.
To have that again. It's just like the pulse of the community, and it's just like the pinnacle event for the community every year.
Well, Vienna's worked so hard over the last year and a half to keep us
close
going. I mean, just going, allowing all the outdoor seating, allowing the tents, allowing, just just allowing stuff to still be open.
Right. And last week
So-
when we talked about it, there's the grants that are coming out for I don't want to say revitalization, but the helping everybody out, all the restaurant owners and theaters and all of that. Fairfax County in general, not just Vienna, but in general, is really trying hard to get all of the vendors and restaurants and people back into those places. And I do have to say, Vienna, being a city in and of itself, has just done an extraordinarily good job at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else is happening? So you got Viva Vienna.
Yeah. Well, I guess my open mic night over at Cafe Amore is Saturday night from, what was my timing on that? I wrote it down, 6:45 to 9:45 at Cafe Amore.
Beautiful. All right,
So-
so mark your calendars for that. Maura dug up, see what I did there? Dug up some really fun stuff. If you guys want to, and I have to go to my notes, which of course are up here on my computer, to go from it, the Fields of Flowers is happening, and that is located over in Purcellville, Virginia. Visitors are able to pick peonies and any blooms. They are all priced at $10 for a small bouquet and $20 for a large bouquet. So get on some sunscreen, go outside. They provide the clippers, they provide the water and the containers. You can go out literally into the fields and pick your flowers and come home with a fresh bouquet of flowers. That's happening all the way mid-May through October, Field of Flowers, and that's over in Purcellville on Alder School Road. We're going to save two more things for the end of it, but let's jump into the content.
Okay.
Cool?
Ready to go.
Alrighty. All right, so this is what happened this past week on Focus on Nova's social media and on our Hot and Fresh News. So let's start with Market Update.
Well, just go to the NVAR, and it's now posted, so you can just take a look at all the the data that might be out there. If you're looking for data, you like it, then go to that location, and it still continues to be a seller's market, and prices are still escalating, and we all cross our fingers for appraisals.
Right, exactly. Cross the paper for appraisals. And Maura does a really good job breaking down the April stats that NVAR popped out. So just check that out. Go to Hot and Fresh News or just scroll back in some of our social medias and you'll see where that is there. This was a fun one as far as what we did. This is Lynn.
Oh, yeah, this is really cute. So she took did a little time lapse kind of thing on building a wall right behind her desk. And it's to give her exit wall. You can also go onto a website to take a look at her video of how she did it. She's quite the little...
Yeah, she borrowed like my husband's air gun and nail gun, I should say.
She decided on a paint. She decided on a design. She created it. She, mapped it out, put it up. It's awesome looking.
Yeah, so check it out. You too can do it yourself. And believe it or not, it was actually really easy. No, you don't need an air compressed nail gun, but it's way more fun. So this was the one I was just talking about. This was the Don't Spoil the Surprise. We do the What You Get For series every week, and we feature a property that we've listed or one of our buyers have purchased. And this one was listed at $490,000. We closed yesterday at $577,000. We had 25 offers on the property. Within like 2 days before the deadline, I called everybody that was not in the running and just said, you got to go somewhere else or come up. And that was that. But yeah, the buyers are just over the moon. The sellers couldn't be happier, and they're just thrilled. This property was great. It was over in Burke, not in Burke Center, but it backed to parkland, trails, was really close to the Burke VRE, super convenient. So what we do in this series is we say, okay, what's their down payment look like? What are the holding costs? What do they look like? Because we're trying to illustrate what you can get for your money and where does it make sense and where can you land. And I think a lot of people have a misconception that they need 20% down payment to buy a house, and you really don't. I mean, you can do it if you're a first-time home buyer for 3 to 5%.
And there's some construction loans out there too. I mean,
Yes.
we just had a class, and Lynn was looking into that. We had been talking quite a bit about it, and that was one of the things I took buyers out last night. And some of the townhouses are tired.
They're tired.
They're tired, but people want to put them on the market because they know they're going to get sold. And I talked to them a little bit about, call up your lender today, talk to them, see what's available, the type of loan that you might be able to get.
Yeah, so Steve Salvatore with Day One Mortgage, which is the mortgage company that Century 21 Redwood's affiliated with. Day One Mortgage is doing the rehab loans. And what's cool about that, folks, is that you get to, if the sales price is $450,000 for a tired townhouse, you could actually say, okay, well, it's going to cost, you can get a quote and say, okay, the kitchen's going to cost $30,000 to renovate, and the bathrooms are going to cost $8,000 for the master, $5,000 for the hall bathroom, and we want fresh paint throughout. So you could actually get the loan for, at $450, you get $510,000 loan.
Right.
The appraisers appraise the property for the renovated cost, and then you buy it, you fix it up, you have to provide the receipts as you go. It has to be licensed contractors. There is no DIY in this. But it's a really great program to get the location you want, and then frankly get the updates you want. Why are you taking
Yeah,
on
we were
somebody else's
talking
updates?
yesterday about, lay out your list of what is important to you. Do you want new siding? Do you want new windows? Do you want new floors? Do you want new lightings?
Right.
Do you want new, countertops? I mean, what is it that you want?
Yep.
Put it down, talk to your lender, see what the amount that you would be able to receive, and then we'll make the offer.
Right, and that's where, I mean, and to that point too, with the rehab loan, and my guy didn't do the rehab loan, but with the condo, you can't get a new location.
Right.
I mean, the lot is the lot is the lot. I mean, that's why it's called real estate. It's a unique property, and the one right next door to it is different. So with that said, if you find the place, you can't replace, and we actually just said this too about a listing that's coming up, you can't replace the land.
Yeah.
You can fix the inside. So with that said, we also this past week had a wonderful open house and listing, cute little townhouse on Sugar Creek. We ended up with 2 offers on that one, and we've made a really, really happy buyer. It's been fun working with them. I have to say the lender on the other side has been super responsive. I will also reveal that it was a VA buyer that we ratified. Thank you for your service. And the loan officer has been super responsive. It has been a joy to work with them so far. So stay tuned for the exciting results on Sugar Creek. We'll be closing in mid-June. So every week we put out more information to you guys. We're excited this week to present this one. This was a cute little condo that closed back in April for $285,000. We had asked $280,000. It escalated up to $285,000. It had actually gone higher with a financed offer, but the cash offer went out when we countered by $5,000. They had waived home inspection, and they were doing a 2-week close. So my landlord was like, bye, and took it. But again, at this price point, great entry-level price point, great community. We look at 5%, 10%, 20% down, and you can see like right in the heart of Alexandria City, right off by near Shirlington, basically, near I think was it Route 7? Yeah, near Route 7. You can see what you can get for a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. Super cute apartment, and see what your money can buy. This was fun. Last week we rolled over to Captain Pells, and the whole team, we sat down with Billy Pell, who is the owner. His dad is the Captain Pell. He tells us the story of Captain Pells. It's one of my family's favorite places to go, and yours too.
Well, I've been going since the 70s.
Right, exactly. So it started out in a little shack down the road over in Merrifield, and they moved up to what used to be like an Indian bazaar, I believe, back in '99. And Billy shows us how to crack crabs his way, and he was specific. We went into it thinking that we were going to be taught the right way to do it, and he flat out said there is not a right way or a wrong way. So I would venture...
Well, if you watch the video, you will see Billy sitting next to me. I'm already eating.
Oh, yeah, we just dove right in.
I was like, all right, I already know how to do this. So, he said, big chunk of meat, and I'm like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's right here. It's and then you do this and this, and she's just like, what is happening? And it's so fun. So when you watch the video, watch it the first time to learn how to crack the crab, but then watch it a second time to watch Moore's reaction, because it's darn funny. So keep a lookout for that. That's coming out next Thursday, Cracking Crabs, and a huge shout out to Matt Wolford with Wolford Media. He crushed it on the video. Upcoming events for next week, we've got some things on the calendar happening. Great listing. I'm holding it open from 4:30 to 5:30. It's in the heart of Fairfax City, right next to Fairfax High School. This is in Great Oaks. It's one of the only contemporary neighborhoods in the city of Fairfax, and frankly in our area. It was award-winning in the late 90s for its 0 lot lines, so there's like nothing to maintain. They're large houses. This one's close to 37, maybe 3,900 square feet. really cool. So this one is pride and ownership. All the windows have been replaced. The mechanicals are all newer. The roof, we couldn't figure out the age, but we think it's basically between 5 and 10 years old. It's a great 3-level unit. I'm holding it open Friday.
And it has
today.
a basement.
Yeah, and it has a basement. She just replaced all 6 sliding doors. They're only 3 years old. So, I mean, you're really getting a well-maintained house.
Windows.
The
windows
are all done. So, again, where there might be border wallpaper, that's a little bit of sweat equity on your behalf, but bathrooms
gives
are
it character.
It does give
that
it
1990 character.
It sure does. But you can visit me today from 4:30 to 6:30 at this property.
Me from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock tomorrow.
On Saturday, so look for that open house. That one's listed at $790,000, so check it out. 2-car attached garage, phenomenal. Second one, this one, boy, oh boy, we're getting a lot of traffic on this one. I went to bed last night. We had 19 showings scheduled already, and I had received 1 phone call and an offer's come in, so the sellers did set a deadline for Sunday at 3 p.m. Ingrid's going to hold this one open. This is 11418 Huntsman Drive in Manassas. It's listed at $599,000. 1-acre lot. 4-bedroom colonial, 2 bathrooms upstairs, and then a real nice, as you can see in that picture, open concept family room with this beautiful wooden built-in shelves and mantle. So check that one out. You too can live on an acre for starting at $600,000. I think this one might gonna go a little bonkers, so we'll see. I'm just running through it. So you were saying that you love like the mystery books.
I do.
Okay.
Well, anything that's spooky and
okay, so you got to check this out. So if those of you who haven't seen it, there's a whole series called the Wicked series, and Wicked Fairfax County was written by this lady, Cindy Bennett, who lives in Burke, and she explores urban legends of Fairfax County. So it's super fun, and sure enough, right in the back is Bunnyman Brewery, and her husband's obsessed with, not Bunnyman Brewery, Bunnyman Bridge, and the Bunny Man, and her husband's obsessed with the Bunny Man, which you can see him and lurking in the bushes over here. So,
and I was a teacher
yes,
at Robinson in the 70s.
Yes.
And that was the big thing, to go out and take a look and see if you can find him and if you were to stumble upon him. We had quite a few conversations
and it was
about it in
Hatchet
class.
Man,
Yeah, it was called the Hatchet Man.
Yeah, because when we were talking about the brewery getting launched, you were saying how everybody's like, the Hatchet Man, and it was fun just to like talk about how the whole thing evolved and everything. So anyways, but that's a story for another day, because she does talk about that in her book, but she's actually on Monday, June 7th at 7 p.m. right here on Facebook, or you can go to Focus on Nova/events and register for the Zoom call. We are going to do a webinar, and she is doing a talk of the 33 suffragettes that were arrested in D.C. and transported to the Occoquan workhouse, and talk about their night of terror when they were brought in, tortured, and basically abused. So she is going to be talking about all of that on June 7th. So if you want to explore history that frankly changed my life as I know it, and your life as you know it, and these women, these brave women that talked in their treatment at the workhouse, she is going to be discussing that. She is a member of the Burke Historical Society, and as a shout out to them, they do talks a lot. So you can go to their website and see more about what they talk about. We're going to wrap things up here as soon as our fancy ending happens. There it goes. So, what else is there to do this weekend? Little critters.
Zoo, 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 zoo.
So, which ones are opening?
Well, the Washington Zoo is opening up.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, that's exciting. The animals are very, very happy to see people again.
Are they?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're going
good.
to all be out. They're going to be rolling around. They're going to be laying in the sun on the rocks. They're going to be looking because they haven't seen people in a long time.
A long time. And this is both the National Zoo and, what is it called now?
That's roarers are. I'm a Southern girl, so I have a hard time saying those kinds of things. ROER. I call it the Pet Farm in Reston, but it's roars. And they have been open for a little while, and you can go in, small groups of people, and still feed the animals, take a little safari, just go see it. It's really cute right off the Hunter Mill Road in Reston.
Yeah, so that's super hyper local, and if you want to go downtown, the National Zoo is open before you jump in your car and go, because it used to just be walk in and go check out the critters. Definitely go to the website, because I'm not sure what the ticket situation is, because they are still doing some crowd control at many of the museums and stuff. But yeah, National Zoo and roarers. Feel free to comment below on the phonetic spelling of that. That would be amazing. Also, kind of psyched, those of you who are into the Grateful Dead, woo, and beer. Woo! Head back out to Percival to Dirt Farm Brewing because Dead on the Mountain is happening. Dirt Farm Brewing is offering music and beer. Sounds like a perfect evening to me. So if you do that, you can get funky with Dirt Farm Brewing for an evening like no other. Dead on the Mountain, Crooked Angels, and the I could barely read this, Blue Mount Rambler team are going to give up a true grassroots event, doing Grateful Dead and Grateful Dead inspired tunes all night long. So we can go up there.
Driving that train high on cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed.
Anyhow, so yeah, so there's that. So there's that. Kids are welcome. Designated drivers are also get to pay a little bit less, and there is a ticket fee, so make sure you're buying that online before you show up because they are also doing crowd control due to COVID. That's it, folks. Check everything out that we just talked about on Hot and Fresh News on FocusOnNova.com. I'm Tracey Barrett.
I'm Sharon Ayers.
We're the Focus on Nova team, and we'll see you next week. Call us with your real estate needs. Come on now.